yourselves and finding a way to win is probably a quintessential version of that, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of situations in that game that we were able to overcome. I don't want it to go unnoticed. I think Zach Godley threw fabulous for the 6 innings he pitched. Carter Watson, very similar to the situation last night with Saberhagen last Tuesday night. Saberhagen in the bases loaded situation walked the guy to allow the team to take the lead, but he was able to get back with himself and finish that off, which allowed us to win that game in extra innings. Same thing with Carter today. The ball squibbed off the end of the bat with bases loaded. We all know he's not trying to make the air on that play. They score the go-ahead run. He goes 3-0 on the next guy and is able to win the next 3 pitches, which probably allowed us to go 11 innings and win that game the way we did. So little things like that, when we made miscues, we were able to stay with ourselves, and I thought Coach Berge did a fabulous job at drawing up that 11th inning, get a guy on, ball in the dirt, ball in the dirt, ball in the dirt, we win.
What do you learn about your team on a day like this?
Well, what I've continued to learn is that this coaching staff really likes competing with these guys, and it's fun competing with them, and it's getting funner. And I would have said that to them, I would have said that to you and them, whether we would have won or lost that game. They are into every pitch. They're involved. We know it's never going to be perfect. We know it's never going to be easy, but they're committed to playing for each other and playing for this team each and every day.
Speaking of competing coaching staffs, what happened there?
Well, it was a situation. Coach Berge was coming across the field, and one of their players said something that was disrespectful to him. He never said a word to them. He just stared him down. Their assistant had a bad reaction to him. They got into it, as I always do, just like for my players. I'm going to protect my assistant coach. And it got a little heated. Me and Coach Shepard talked about it after the game. I apologized to him. He apologized to me. It was the heat of the moment. It was just an emotional time, and we'll move on from there.
Prior to that was the interference call, maybe an inning earlier with Wormsley at the play. What was the explanation?
Well, from my view, I thought it was a tough call on us, but he has a better view than I do, and I went out to argue with it, but that didn't play a factor in this game one way or another.
Coach, you ever seen a game end like that? 4 wild pitches when you've got your all-star batter up. It seems like he's there and it's set up for a perfect moment, and it's just kind of the opposite for the same result.
No, I have not been part of that, and I'm glad I have been part of that now. The breaks went our way late in the game, and we'll take it any way we can. I think I said this earlier in the start of our season. We won't look back and say, well, that 6th game we won on 3 wild pitches. We won the 6th game, and we won it by a score of 3-2 in 11 innings, and our guys played hard and fought all the way to the end.
11 innings, but you only had to use the 3 pitchers, and I think that's pretty nice going into the Sunday game.
Yeah, we used 3 key pitchers, though, and we'll go. We got, in my mind, one of the better Sunday starters in America, Nick Blunt. We'll bring back David Horn. We got guys. We'll get a little deeper into our pitching, and like most teams do on Sundays, and I'm excited about the opportunity some of our guys will get tomorrow.
Nick Williams, through his first 3 appearances, has been pretty lights out with.
Well, it continues to show what he's done all fall and in the off season. He's won a key role on this pitching staff, and that's why he's at the end of the game. It's a great luxury I have. It's not only do I have a closer, but I have a starter who's a closer that can go more than 1 inning. He's not your typical 1 inning when you have the lead. I can extend him, and it's really played out well for us so far. You look at I think he's just under 9 innings now for the year. It might be right at 9 innings. That's just as much as most of our upper echelon guys, and it's been at key moments of our season. So I hope it keeps going that way for us, that he's getting the ball at the right time.
Moving forward, how important is it to get in, not only win games like this, but just to be a part of games like this in February? 1 run, everything's tight, everybody's worried, that sort of thing, but to play in that kind of a competitive environment this early in the season.
Very, very important. In fact, I'm proud of the 6-0, but I'm even prouder of the fact that we haven't had many easy ones. Even if the score has been a little lopsided, it hasn't been easy. And I think it'll pay dividends for us down the line in the confidence that we can come back from situations to be able to win games. And I'd much rather, that's why we like to play tough competition. I respect Seton Hall. They've got a good pitching staff. And I just told the team in there, that's a team that's going to compete for the Big East championship. And we've played them in 2 good games when we faced some of the best pitching we've faced all year, and we've been able to come out on the top side of it, and to see the second game this week that we've won come from behind and win it late is very promising.
Motivate you guys when they brought Harvey in, because he was supposed to start tomorrow, I guess? I mean, did it just look like they were really trying to win this one?
Well, I don't look to things like that. What motivates us is that we get an opportunity to compete as a team, and like I said, we're enjoying being around each other, and we're enjoying competing as a team, and we'll show up tomorrow, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.